Hey, did you know that if you have a publication on Issuu.com that you want to feature, you can actually provide an interactive catalog right on your Project Broadcast landing page so that people can flip through it right there without even having to leave your page. In this video, I'm going to show you how. Now, this might be dependent on how the publisher of that catalog has published it and made it available. I've never published anything on Issuu, so I don't know all the ins and outs of that. But in general, the code I'm going to give you lets you embed a catalog. Just make sure that you're going to test it when you're done. You always test your work, right? I know you do. So here I am in an Issuu publication. And now, normally when I want to embed something, I just poke around. I look for a button or words related to the word share or something about code or HTML or the word embed, or sometimes I just look for 3 dots to see if there's something hiding that will give me the code that I'm looking for. But Issuu doesn't make this as straightforward as some other tools do. So if I go to the share button, all that I'll find there is the link. And that's the same link I have up here in my browser window. Well, I don't want to just send people to this publication on Issuu.com in a new tab. I want the catalog to show inside my page. But all is not lost because this link is still super valuable. So you want to grab the link and let's talk about this link. So the link to your publication is going to look something like this. And it has a few key parts to it. So one part that we see after Issuu.com/, it says Pampered Chef. Now, whatever your link says there, that is the unique name of the user or the publisher who posted this content. So make note of that. And then after /docs/, we have some more characters, and those are the document name. So Pampered Chef -FW23 -US-catalog, that is my document name. So make note of those 2 important parts of your link because they're going to come in handy in our code. So now we're ready to talk about the code. And this is some code I have that you can copy and make use of. And it's going to relate to the information above. You're free to just ignore the top section of the code. What we want to focus on is this part that says src equals, because that's pointing to the source. This will point to your specific publication that you want to use. And the source is this URL that includes 3 important parts. There's hex code, document, and user. So let's start with hex code. This isn't something that you have to configure here, but I know you guys, I know that you love to make your page beautiful. This is your ability to give a specific background color to your publication as it shows on your page. So you want to replace that curly bracket hex code. So everything after %23 would be a 6-character long hex code indicating the color of your background. So in this case, I did FFFFFF. That's going to give a background color of white, but I wanted to just mention this in case you want to configure it to be a special brand color. Next up, we have the document, and that should ring a bell because right above we identified the document name. So we want to replace that to where now it's going to say &D equals, and then there's my document name that we identified above in the link. Similarly, I have U equals and then user. So you want to replace curly bracket user, close curly bracket with, you guessed it, the user or publisher that we identified from our link. In this case, Pampered Chef. So now my code is ready. I can add a code block to my landing page and pop this in. So let's open up a Project Broadcast landing page. And in my landing page, I need to go into my content blocks and bring in an HTML block and paste my code in. And there it is. Now, as I've said in other videos, when you are working with code, keep in mind that it won't always work properly here. So in this case, I can at least see the catalog. I can kind of tell it worked. I can't flip through it. I can't pull it up full screen. Don't worry about that, okay? Never worry about how things operate on this preview. What really matters is when I hit save and then I open the actual link in a regular browser window, I should see this working just fine. So if you want to borrow this code, make sure that you look in the comments below this video to grab it from me. And if you liked this video, make sure to share it with a friend who would love to know this trick. And be sure to subscribe to follow along for more tips and strategies for your business. I'll see you next time.